Hello, I'm Gavin. I have been thinking about practices, and it occurs to me that Torah, kind of like a Hebrew word maybe, um, sometimes is interpreted as the law or law, and it occurs to me that these are rules and practices, and they can change your life. I've experienced practices changing my life. Something as simple as practicing standing up while I'm working instead of sitting down while I'm working changes my life. And I could go on about different practices, but it occurs to me that we should try and discover the Torah laws, rules, practices of the medium. It's called the Torah of the medium. And so when you use StreamYard, doing live video audio that's publicly visible to the world, there may be certain Torah or laws or rules or practices which are meant to be conducive for people's lives getting better, is one way to say it, but you could say people knowing God better. And that Torah for the medium, which is StreamYard, where you have two people sharing video and audio together, would be different from the Torah of texting, whether it's texting, and then you have the text of a one-on-one text using maybe your phone or direct messages, and then you have a different Torah for texting in public where people can see it, maybe a public Discord server or texting on Twitter or Facebook. And so there's Torah of the medium, which seems like something we ought to discover and would be very important, because the internet and this technology is like handing a nuclear bomb to cavemen. And so we could and should figure out, I would call them practices, if we don't have any like law enforcement, where we are just attempting to practice them ourselves and we do self-enforcement. And then I could see where, for example, DeSantis in Florida is saying that if you're 14 years and younger, you should not be allowed to have a social media account. And what is a social media account? Is that a YouTube account? Because I think I've created, is it an email address? I've created email addresses and YouTube accounts. I've created accounts for my children. Now, they don't access them, but I reserved an email address for them. And so this is one of the more important topics. And, I've been, I would call myself a member of this little corner of the internet, which is really a network of people who are attempting to discover the Torah of the internet. More specifically, we've been groping around at discovering the Torah of social media, or the Torah of YouTube and Discord, public chat servers. It's like, wouldn't it be good if there was authorities who guided us on the Torah of the different mediums, the different platforms? And so I heard some wise words recently that we should practice encouraging in text. So when we use text, we should practice encouraging. What that means is we probably should not criticize using the text medium, whether it's direct message or whether it's kind of a more public message like on Twitter or X or Facebook. So this text messaging is bad. it's dangerous. To say it's bad maybe is incorrect, but to say that's very dangerous. And personally, I have not seen good fruit from it, from being critical via text. And that's the question. Can you point at any case where being critical via text, even books, ended up bringing about good fruit? So, in my personal life, I have not witnessed it, except that I end up perhaps learning about a practice, a rule, a law, a Torah. For me, maybe not for everyone. And if it works for me, maybe it works for others. And then I can tell you about other things that I've done that we probably should avoid as well. So it's an interesting topic. Let me know if you're interested in that topic. I think it's important.